What's going on, wrestling family? Welcome back to the channel. So it has just been announced, not even an hour ago, that ESPN will have WWE PLEs on it starting in 2026. This is a big deal, but could it have some problems? We'll talk about that in a little bit, but before we get started, if you're new to the channel, if you love pro wrestling, if you love to have fun, hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get into it. Wrestlemania will be part of ESPN's new direct-to-consumer streaming service, starting in 2026, thanks to an agreement between WWE and ESPN. Now, this right here, as far as the business, is a huge deal. I would have never thought in my wildest dreams as a kid I would see WWE on ESPN. That is crazy. But I will say this. This is scary at the same time. To have ESPN in combination with WWE, knowing that next year the Wrestlemania will once again be at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, the tag team of ESPN in Las Vegas sounds like an expensive combination, bro. Like, if you think the tickets are expensive now, next year they are about to skyrocket. It's about to go crazy. Klarna and Afterpay is about to have an amazing year next year. And by the way, guys, if you can't afford it, please don't do it to yourself. Don't put yourself in debt. But that side of it, I'm hoping that they don't increase the price of going to WrestleMania. I know it's bad now. I would love for them to reduce it so that everybody can go there and experience things and have fun. I just love seeing wrestling fans being able to have fun. I wish they can reduce it, but given the fact that they got a new deal, I'm assuming with the combination of them being in debt, more specifically TKO, it's hard to believe that they will reduce the price, but I would hope they would, but at least do not increase it to something crazy. But let's continue. The deal announced Wednesday, which is today, includes 2 nights events like WrestleMania and SummerSlam, plus other WWE premium live events, including Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, and Money in the Bank. WWE will produce the events for ESPN platforms, which will serve as their exclusive U.S. domestic home. Wow, so this is going to be interesting. First and foremost, I guess that makes sense why the reports that went out saying that Survivor Series and Royal Rumble will be a 2-night event in 2026 and 27, I believe, because they knew they had this deal inked. And maybe this was a part of them convincing ESPN to pay them the money. Remember, TKO's in a lot of debt, so they're trying to do whatever they can to kind of get out of that hole. And in combination with that, the fact that they're off of Peacock could be another issue for some people, because Peacock was a relatively cheap service. You can say whatever you want about the ads or anything like that, but on like Black Friday, you can get a whole year for like maybe 15, 20, 25 bucks. But even if you paid month to month, you were probably paying like what, $7 a month to watch pay-per-views, which back in the day when I was a kid, you were paying an arm and a leg just to watch one show one time. This time you got all these combination of pay-per-views that you can go back to watch to, all these different things. But now that it's probably going to be, or that it is going to be on a new ESPN streaming service, it makes you wonder how much is it going to be per month in order to watch these things? Or would they go the route of like DAZN or something like that and charge you for each individual PLE, which I highly doubt they would do that, but I don't know. I don't know the details of this. So hopefully the streaming service isn't that expensive. I know ESPN Plus, from what I believe, is probably like $10 or something like that. And depending on what, tier you're on, you probably go up to 30. So I just hope this part isn't that expensive, because I just love to see people who, can't afford a lot of stuff be able to enjoy wrestling and just have fun. I mean, I feel like that's just what the whole community is about. But I also hope that they don't turn this into a thing where it's an ad that says WWE ESPN. Like, come on, let's not do anything corny. But let's move on. WWE, in quotes, has an immense, devoted, and passionate fan base that we're excited to super serve on our new ESPN DTC platform, says ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro. This agreement, in quotes, which features the most significant WWE events of the years, bolsters our unprecedented content portfolio and helps drive our streaming future. Also included in this opportunity for ESPN to stream WWE pre and post event shows for all events, live events. We are proud to reinforce the E and ESPN. Oh my God, they're starting it at such an exciting juncture in its direct-to-consumer journey. Okay, all of this stuff is pretty much them being excited. That's all they're saying. We're excited. This is gonna be a great venture. Okay, we get it. So in this situation, guys, yeah, like I said, the only thing I'm concerned about is the price. So it also makes you wonder, will there be WWE content or conversations on like First Take, like for them to have a block, like especially like when like sports is pretty much dead for the most part. Like right now, there's no basketball, there's no football. Yes, there's baseball, but it's early in the season. There's no hockey, there's nothing. This gives ESPN more content to talk about than who is the greatest of all time between LeBron James and Michael Jordan. We don't want to hear that 50,000 times a day, or how terrible Jerry Jones is as the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. Like, we don't want to hear that all the time. But for them to have a block and have people actually go on there and talk about professional wrestling, I think it would be cool if they had an entire show. Like, even if they brought like no contest on there with with Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson, or if they had Asante Zapp on there, or you see somebody like a comment, I think that would be great to see. But I think overall, as an experience, this sounds pretty amazing. This sounds great. I think the production is going to be high value, especially with the pre and post shows. But again, my concern about this is more about the pricing, and I don't want them to price out, you know, wrestling fans. You know, we've been here since the beginning. We've gotten this thing to where it is right now. Do something to make sure you secure those fans and make sure that they're able to watch it. Like, give them a good opportunity to be able to at least watch the PLEs, more so be able to go to these PLEs. Like, just do that. But at the end of the day, WWE is on ESPN. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section. By the way, I will be talking about SummerSlam. I got to go to work in 2 hours. Don't worry. I just haven't had the time to, you know, really do it because I've been tired, bro. Driving 13, 15 hours isn't for the weak, you know, but it's a lot better than driving a WrestleMania. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Salute, peace, have a great day.